Alright guys, we're back. Hopefully the stream will work better now, so let's see what's gonna happen here. There's might be too many people using the internet right now. So let me know in the chat if this is working or whatever is happening to you guys. So we got David Reel playing against Matt Srunston. Matt Srunston brought up 9 million on his first ball, playing both multi-balls, and David Reel is right now playing towards his first multi-ball. I restarted the router. Hopefully that kicked out a bunch of people so we can have some bandwidth on our own. Looking good so far. My colleagues Adam McKinney and Zen, they took the opportunity to do something else. I don't know. Maybe they're looking for beer or hitting the bathroom or something. So now it's only me here. And David Reel here, he is starting his crate multi-ball, which he has extended it, I think. Yes, looks like it. Which means that the first drain, he's going to get another ball back. And here comes Adam again. Welcome back, Adam.
One more time?
Yeah, I restarted the router and kicked some people out, so...
Oh, good. Did you kick out all the riffraff?
Yeah, I think it's working good now. It looks good here.
I would only kick out people from odd zip codes. Those people are always trouble in the United States. Postal codes are the best way to know whether or not you should be friends with somebody.
Right. All right, so David Reel here started his crate multi-ball, and he's got a bunch of jackpots, and there is Scott. Now he's in for the stiff-o-meter. Here we go.
The nice thing about shooting scared stiff here is that if he's out on ball 3, it allows him to clear it out. Because if he's unsuccessful,
and this is
start over. Yeah.
This is a mode where you have to shoot every second time one of the ramps and every second time the crate. And as you know, the crate gives a nasty kick out, which means every second shot is a dangerous one.
And he chose maybe not the path he wanted because he shot the crate first. Generally,
I always shoot one of the ramps first.
Almost always.
Because it gives me one crate shot less.
But
it's lucrative. If you do all the shots, it can be very, very lucrative.
Oh, there's no doubt that you want
the monster multi-ball.
You want to finish scared stiff because what you can do is you can shoot either of the ramps repeatedly for high points in a multi-ball situation.
You have a multi-ball with jackpots in the both ramps and the crates. So it can give very high points.
What I tend to do whenever I get scared stiff is just trap up, one ball on each flipper, and then just basically I shoot the right ramp until,
As long as you can.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And now there's a timer on this mode, and David Reel has missed a bunch of shots here, so maybe he's going to have trouble with the timer. It's down to 4 seconds. He's not going to make this.
The nice thing is that if he does make a ramp, it will add some time. But as we say,
the out lane is going to subtract some time.
This isn't the worst situation, though, because...
he's done it, and he's on to the next multi-ball.
Exactly. And he did it, it looks like in ball 1.
Yeah, ball 1.
Oh, well, that is excellent, because it means that he can start building towards scared stiff again.
All over on ball 2. But it's a strange thing. He got to scared stiff, and he's only got 5 million.
I think that proves that many of the tails are very low to no scoring. I mean, 15 bumper hits in the far right for the laboratory, or making the left ramp 3 times. Really,
but it means that his ramp multi-ball wasn't that good.
Mm. It basically means that some of his potential energy is gone. Some of his very easy potential energy. So what he'll probably have to do if he's starting his second multi-ball, for example, is he'll have to make ramps multiple times instead of just once. Mazza started the boogeyman mode, where every time the ball falls into a hole or a scoop, he gets a certain amount of points. Actually, what that does is that raises the value for every single switch. So $25,000, for example, for that ramp. And if he can get it into the hole, he can raise that to $30,000. And you get a hilarious animation. And he'll get at least 7 seconds of it during multi-ball. So he'll get some free switch hits, maybe get about 500,000 extra points here.
Yeah.
This is something that isn't collected until the end of the ball, though, so he has to be careful not to throw it if
it's
he
in
wants
the
to
bonus?
collect it. Yes, it's in the bonus.
All right, that's always dangerous.
Getting out of bed is dangerous. Just about everything is.
Well, getting in bed could also be dangerous.
Well, it really depends.
So Mats is playing his second ramp multi-ball here, the coffin one.
Ooh, nice score.
He's up to 11 million, so David is going to have to do something on his next ball.
That is an excellent dig. A little while ago there where let the ball get almost all the way through his flippers and managed to get it back out. Jackpot slid in the left ramp here, so Mats would like to get the ball over to the right flipper.
Yeah,
No.
he keeps shooting the right ramp.
It's a really good strategy because it's almost like he has the ball trapped.
As long as he hit it.
As long as he hits it. And he's getting some points, so there is a bug on some of the scoring for that ramp, so you're not always getting the points that you think you're getting. Mats is successfully trapped up.
The post pass tries to hit the ramp again. Oh,
It's an excellent dead pass there.
there's a jackpot, and there's another one.
So Mats is having the dueling jackpots
Yep.
strategy there. We got 3 on the fly. We'll see if he decides to take that last one on the left.
No, not Mats. He never does.
Good for him.
And he's going for sked stick. Turn out the lights. Narcissist, he was talking about the boogie value.
I screwed up. But yes, I screwed up in a little bit of the description. But the boogeyman value will be collected during the bonus. I'm doing my best to try to chew away from the microphone here.
Yeah, he's having lunch or dinner or whatever it is, but it looks like candy.
I am having some trail mix, essentially, which is, peanuts and chocolate and M&Ms.
Candy.
You're listening to Chopped here on the pinball stream at IFPA12. I was given 4 ingredients and asked to make an appetizer.
Yeah. And there's a drain for Mats on his second ball, and he ended up on, 15 million something? Let's see what he got. He got a bunch of jackpots and a good bonus there. 20 million. David Real is up. He's got 5 million after his first ball, and he actually got all the way to sked stiff on his first ball. He only made 1 level, but still it means that he can start all over again on his multi-balls on ball 2.
Jeff, thanks for the kind words there. I'm also interested in the Amazing Race to score 1 million points on pinball machines to get a clue Amazing Race style. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It depends on what machines it is.
True, if we are playing Firepower.
Old Chicago.
If you're playing Old Chicago, you should just Spectrum it, as far as I'm concerned. Box it up. David's locked his first ball in multi-ball. But as it's not his first multi-ball, he'll have to shoot the ramp multiple times to light the lock in the left orbit. David's not yet activated the playfield, which allows him
To choose what he wanted, and he started to play on the left ramp to hit the lock, to lit the lock.
and he'll get a nice feed out of the spider hole here in order to shoot the left orbit.
Well, he get another chance.
If I was going to redo Scared Stiff, one of the things I might do if I was starting from scratch is I might
After fixing the scoop?
after fixing the scoop is I might increase the speed that the ball returns from the right scoop and almost make it more like Indianapolis 500. It almost seems like the ball, at least comparative to Indianapolis 500, travels to that right flipper at a leisurely pace, which makes it a fairly safe feed and a fairly safe shot.
Yeah.
There's no real sense of peril or danger right there.
No.
At least not compared to Indianapolis
It's
500.
not. It's not really on Indianapolis 500 either.
And the other thing
The
is
danger is if you hit a post, but as long as it comes down, you're able to make a shot somewhere.
It's a pretty fair feed. Now out of the ramp, it's a slightly different issue because the ball has a little bit more pace. But if you get that ball into the spider hole, it's not quite as safe as the ball being trapped.
No.
But I would say it's similar. David moves into a second coffin multi-ball. Alternating ramps again for 500,000 a pop.
This is a good game. There's going to be 2 good scores in this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, the peril of match play is that someone does have to lose. Excellent rolling tap pass from the left flipper to the right there. Oh, David gets some fortuitous in-lane action.
It did some pretty good bouncing around down there,
He
but
just
it didn't make any much jackpots.
He just couldn't get trapped up.
No. There's a drain.
So what David was doing there, I believe, is he was working towards his second scared stiff. You can see he has the 3 upper tails lit, which is the crate multi-ball, the bumpers out of the laboratory,
And the deadheads.
and the deadheads. So he'll have an opportunity to finish that out, because if you're behind by a significant number of points in scared stiff, the wizard mode is probably the best way to go.
Yes. Yeah, because he's not going to beat Mats on crate multi-ball only.
No.
He needs to do something more, and then it's a scared stiff.
Mats has started double scoring.
I wonder what he's going to do next. He's got a bunch of levels on his scared stiff there, so he might go for a second one. Oh. True, he's got his 3rd multi-ball coming up here on the left.
But he is 6 shots away, now 5. So
Yeah, there's a bunch of ramps now to let the lock each time. 3 ramps. And there's 2 of them. He's going. Oh, there's a tilt.
he might have been able to get away with that first move, but kind of once he shook the pinball machine back, I think on that setting, he was pretty much guaranteed the tilt. So let's see what Mats is at. Mats ended up with 21 million, which is a very good score on this scared stiff. And David's going to give the tilt bod some time to settle down. Increase the volume of the mic in the tournament room. That's a very good question.
I did. I increased it some here, so please let me know if it's too much.
Also, let us know if we individually are too much. I'm sure that Patrick gets that all the time.
Yeah, the problem here is that out there, apparently the microphones have a very low volume, but here in our headphones, it's very high. Anyway, I increased the volume on the mic at the game. Unfortunately, the game is on quite a low volume itself, so the music isn't that loud. So let me know if it's good or if I should change anything.
I've noticed that many of the games are set on quieter settings, which can be nice. For example, I did not wish to hear sonic booms from the Doctor Who machine throughout the arcade.
Sitting here, I would like to hear the sonic booms when we stream from Doctor Who, but not otherwise.
That would be excellent. So let's see what David does here. He does have his top 3 tails he needs to finish off. So what he could do is he could choose either a deadhead or some extra pop bumper hits out of the spider hole, or he could work towards crate multi-ball if he hasn't already chosen that.
Okay, so I'm going to put this one in between what we had before and what we have now, because somebody told me to lower it a bit. So let's see if that is better.
David has essentially lit a ball saver on his left out lane by hitting the targets on the far left.
He's 2 shots away from the next multi-ball, and that's one of them. Now he's 1 shot away, and there it is.
Nope, that's just lock 1.
It's only lock 1. Well, then he's got some work to do.
Is that the new code Stern Star Trek multiplier bonus, or is that the old Stern Star Trek multiplier bonus? That's the loudest sound in pinball.
I think the loudest sound in pinball is Jürgen Holm losing a game.
I think it's Josh Sharp self-flagellating. Has been very loud lately to the extent where instead of swearing in traditional terms, I was just going to start saying Josh Sharp.
Well, Jürgen is swearing in traditional terms.
Oh, excellent. Well, my goal here was to learn at least 3 new swear words. Well, stupido is what I was familiar with, but I did make Michael laugh when I used it earlier.
Go talk to Jürgen. Okay, so there is an end of this game where David drains, which means Matt Swanston won this game.
Congratulations to Mats.
Congratulations to Mats.
Do we know where they are within their match?
Actually, I don't.
Me neither. There's a long list of things I don't know.
Josh.
But we're checking.
Mats and David.
We have at least one sharp standing behind us, so.
That was game one, so that means it's 1-0 to Mats.
It also means that it is folly to expect, to be home before the sun goes down in America. So,
does the sun go down in America?
Sooner than it does here. I know that Brian Shepard was loving the country but bemoaning the 4:30 sunrise as his hotel room was not properly curtained.
And then, and it's going to get worse as the summer approaches.
In contrast, I had excellent shades in my hotel room, and I was able to